Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a really interesting coin that a lot of people talk about, the 1971 Two New Pence coin from the United Kingdom. You might have heard rumors that this little bronze coin could be worth as much as $10,000. Sounds incredible, right? But is that really true, or just another internet myth? Let's take a closer look and uncover the real story behind this famous coin. The 1971 Two New Pence coin has an important place in British coin history. That was the year when the UK completely changed its money system, switching from the old pounds, shillings, and pence to a new decimal system. It was a huge change, and new coins were introduced for everyday use, like the 1 penny, 2 pence, and 5 pence pieces. The Two New Pence coin we're talking about was one of the first coins to appear under this new decimal currency system. On the front of the coin, you'll see the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse side features the words New Pence above a badge with 3 feathers and a crown. That design is actually the badge of the Prince of Wales, a symbol rich with British history and tradition. The coin itself was made of bronze, which is mostly copper, mixed with a few other metals. It weighs around 7.12 grams and measures about 25.9 millimeters in diameter, with a smooth edge that has no ridges or lines. When you hold it, it feels just like any other ordinary coin from that time, simple, solid, and distinctly British. Now, here's something important to know. In 1971, the Royal Mint produced over 1.45 billion of these coins. Yes, that's billion with a B because so many were made. This coin isn't rare at all. In fact, millions of people still have one tucked away somewhere in an old drawer, a piggy bank, or a jar of loose change. So just by numbers alone, it's clear that most 1971 Two New Pence coins are very common. Let's talk about value. Coins are usually grouped into 2 categories, circulated and uncirculated. A circulated coin is one that's been used in everyday transactions, passed from person to person, shop to shop. Over time, it naturally picks up scratches, dirt, and signs of wear. A circulated 1971 Two New Pence coin generally holds only its face value. That's 2 pence, which is basically just a few cents in US money. An uncirculated coin, on the other hand, is one that was never used. It's still shiny, clean, and looks almost brand new. If your coin is in that kind of condition, it could be worth a bit more, maybe 1 or 2 pounds, or a few US dollars, but still, nowhere near thousands. So where does this rumor of a $10,000 coin come from? Well, there was one 1971 Two New Pence coin that reportedly sold for over $11,000 at auction. However, that particular coin wasn't just any ordinary coin. It had been professionally examined and graded by PCGS, one of the top coin grading companies in the world. The coin was confirmed as genuine, but it may have had something unique about it, possibly an error, or a special background that made it desirable to collectors. That one coin was an exception, not the rule. Just because one rare version sold for a high amount doesn't mean every 1971 coin will be worth a fortune. In reality, most of these coins are worth far less, usually only a few pennies, or maybe a pound or two if in mint condition. Now, there are a few reasons why some coins might be worth more. One big factor is whether the coin has an error. Error coins are coins that were made incorrectly at the mint. Maybe the lettering was doubled, the design was off-center, or the coin was struck using the wrong die. These minting mistakes make a coin unique, and collectors love that uniqueness. Depending on the type of error, an error coin can sell for anywhere from a few pounds to over £100. Condition is another major factor. The cleaner and shinier your coin is, the more it's likely to be worth. Coins without scratches, dents, or tarnish are always more desirable to collectors. Some people even send their coins to professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC to have them officially graded. Higher grades mean higher condition, and higher condition usually means higher value, though not necessarily thousands of dollars. So, if you have a 1971 Two New Pence coin, what should you do? Start by giving it a good look. Check if it's worn, scratched, or dirty. If it looks brand new and shiny, that's a positive sign. Then, look at the wording. If your coin says New Pence, that's completely normal for 1971. But if it says 2 pence instead, that could be an error and possibly a valuable one, because the wording didn't officially change to 2 pence until later. Also, look closely for other possible mistakes, like off-center designs, doubled letters, or any irregular thickness. These details can make a big difference. If you notice something unusual, it might be worth having a coin expert or a professional grading service take a look. They can confirm if you've got something truly rare or just a regular coin. To wrap things up, here's what we've learned. The 1971 Two New Pence coin is a genuine part of British history. It was made during the UK's switch to the decimal system, with Queen Elizabeth II on one side and the Prince of Wales' feathers on the other. Over 1.45 billion were made, which means it's a common coin, not rare at all. A normal circulated one is worth only a couple of pence. Even an uncirculated one might fetch just a few pounds or dollars. That one coin that sold for over $10,000 was a rare exception, not the standard. The only coins that might hold higher value are those with minting errors or in perfect, high-grade condition. So, before getting too excited about online listings that claim massive prices, remember that most of those are just wishful thinking. Always check real sales or get advice from a trusted coin expert before assuming your coin is worth a fortune. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I hope this helps you understand the truth about your 1971 Two New Pence coin. If you enjoyed learning about it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. And remember, not every old coin is valuable, but every coin does tell a piece of history.